ticking, stay impatient. Then we keep it real while they be fake, and they say it's so amazing. Don't you love it? It's your favorite. And it feels like we already made it. When the clock is ticking, stay impatient. Then we keep it real while they be fake, and they say it's so amazing. Don't you love it? It's your favorite. I'm feeling recharged, energized, on the verge of something epic. See it in my eyes. Don't be surprised when I bring this dream to life. OMG explodes, so revealing, almost TMI. To taking that one time, they tell me cut to tell that lacerate with every line. I'm still on watches, excuse me, I mean I take my time. Sit back and watch it, a better movie you couldn't write. No way to move me out the way, you push me to the side. Feeling quite Machiavellian, now it's time to ride. On my enemies, the biggest one's my enemy. So overcritical of my mistakes I tend to be. So much attention at one time and I'm missing to peace. If you don't watch it, doves cry inside your inner peace. I'm feeling like a Prince Niccolo, trying to be the Gohans in my Piccolo. I know it's gonna be difficult, but homie, you gon' dig it when I'm done. And it feels like we already made it. When the clock is ticking, stay impatient. Then we keep it real while they be fake, and they say it's so amazing. Don't you love it? It's your favorite. And it feels like we already made it. When the clock is ticking, stay impatient. Then we keep it real while they be fake, and they say it's so amazing. Don't you love it? It's your favorite. All the way to the top, it's time to get it. We gon' make it. Just a few of the things they telling me on a daily basis, and I truly believe. No doubt, where's the funding? Man, this ain't funding. This ain't running, not even jogging. Crawling like Tommy. You sound like Chucky, always scary. Look if you wear it, baby, they love it, but it's short-lived. Wondering why you look like monkeys on the porch still. Popping pillin' and bananas, you gon' slip up. Them trapping days is over, homie, put them zips up. Don't even need around to make you love the way I do it. Not what you say, but how you say it make me quotable. Now when they ask you about some greatness, say you know a few swell fellas. Tell them that you love us and we're coming for the magazine covers. Yeah, good fellas. Tell them that you love us and we're coming for the magazine covers. Oh yeah. And it feels like we already made it. When the clock is ticking, stay impatient. Then we keep it real while they be fake, and they say it's so amazing. Don't you love it? It's your favorite. And it feels like we already made it. When the clock is ticking, stay impatient. Then we keep it real while they be fake, and they say it's so amazing. Don't you love it? It's your favorite. Celebrate, breath of fresh air in the legs. Starting to make sense of it. They all agree. They love it, no areas gray. It's black and white. It's day and night. It's good and evil. It's too many people out here stunting Knievel, and I really need some. That change. I came to rearrange some things in the brain, man. Oh yeah. You make them say, oh yeah. Kids, I get branded one, baby. Driving crazy. You driving these days. And it feels like we already made it. When the clock is ticking, stay impatient. Then we keep it real while they be fake, and they say it's so amazing. Don't you love it? It's your favorite. And it feels like we already made it. When the clock is ticking, stay impatient. Then we keep it real while they be fake, and they say it's so amazing. Don't you love it? It's your favorite. I'm feeling recharged, energized, on the verge of something epic. See it in my eyes. Don't be surprised when I bring this dream to life. OMG explosion so revealing, almost TMI. To taking that one time, they tell me cut to tell that lacerate with every line. I'm still in watches, excuse me, I mean I take my time. Sit back and watch it, a better movie you couldn't write. No way to move me out the way and push me to the side. Feeling quite Machiavellian, now it's time to ride. On my enemies, the biggest one's my enemy. So overcritical of my mistakes I tend to be. So much attention at one time and I'm listening to peace. If you don't watch it, doves cry inside your inner peace. I'm feeling like a Prince Niccolo, trying to be the Gohans in my Piccolo. I know it's gonna be difficult, but homie, you gon' dig it when I'm done. And it feels like we already made it. But the clock is ticking, stay impatient. Then we keep it real while they be vague. And they say it's so amazing, don't you love it, it's your favorite. And it feels like we already made it. But the clock is ticking, stay impatient. Then we keep it real while they be vague. And they say it's so amazing, don't you love it, it's your favorite. All the way to the top, it's time to get it, we gon' make it. Just a few of the things they telling me on a daily basis, and I truly believe, no doubt, what's the funding? Bet this ain't funded, this ain't running, not even jogging, crawling like Tommy. You sound like Chucky, always scary. Look if you wear it, baby they love it, but it's short lived. Wondering why you look like monkeys on the porch still. Popping pillin' and bananas, you gon' slip up. Them trapping days is over, homie, put them zips up. Don't even need around to make you love the way I do it. Now what you say, but how you say it make it quotable. Now when they ask you about some greatness, say you know a few swell fellas. Tell them that you're lovers and we're coming for them magazine covers. Yeah, we're good fellas. Tell them that you love us and we're coming for the magazine covers. Oh yeah. And it feels like we already made it. But the clock is ticking, stay impatient. Then we keep it real while they be vague. And they say it's so amazing, don't you love it, it's your favorite. And it feels like we already made it. But the clock is ticking, stay impatient. Then we keep it real while they be vague. And they say it's so amazing, don't you love it, it's your favorite. Yeah. Celebrate, breath of fresh air in the legs. Starting to make sense of it. They all agree. They love it, no area spread. It's black and white, it's day and night. It's good and evil. It's too many people out here stunting Knievel, and I agree that we need some. But that change. I came to rearrange some things in the brain, man. Oh yeah. Make them say, oh yeah. Kiss, I get branded one, baby. Driving crazy. You driving these days.
Who goes there? What's good?
Hey you.
What's
Oh,
good, Johnny Cage? Who goes there,
cool with
man?
you? Yeah. What's good with you, my nigga?
Ain't nothing. Let me turn the music down, man. What's the news, man?
Hey shit, yo, how the shoot go? Oh damn.
Man, I'm glad you asked, man. This shit. First of all, it was a show. It wasn't a movie, man. You never know because they be, misleading you sometimes. I understand why. Like they don't tell you
Yeah.
what you're shooting a lot of times, but they did tell us when we were shooting. It wasn't a fake name, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. But man, it was kind of weak, honestly, man.
How long they had you out there?
It was a full. Actually, the shoot probably went 14 hours. I left after 12. I did leave. I did check in with the whatever his title was, who I checked in with. I
Yeah.
did check out officially and make sure it was cool that I could leave. I didn't just like storm off set or something crazy. You know what I'm saying?
No, for real. Niggas like, look, I'm out.
Yeah. It was alright.
What's good in the A though?
Nothing much, man. Been working hard, man. How about yourself?
Same shit out here in the H, my nigga.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that movie I did, man, which I'm saying I did, which I did, you know, a scene. It may possibly be in, may possibly not be in. I can't wait till that movie come out so I can really see. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
we'll see. But if I'm in it, I'm in it. You know, you're gonna see my really see my face. So I can't wait to find out. And and I may not be in it at all. You know what I'm saying? So I
I
understand
feel
that
you.
too. But we'll
Whatever though,
see.
I'm saying, as long as the check clear, you feel me?
No, I got paid for it already. That's all good. But I want the exposure more than anything. I mean, you know, and I got nice bumps and everything for like we talked about
Yeah.
the stunt car and all that. But
Yeah. I
yeah,
feel you. Yo, hold on, nigga. Hold on.
got you, bro.
Nah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was my girl. She was calling me, but I'm like, her phone, so I'm like, she'll hit me back.
Okay, got you, bro. What's the news, man? What's the biggest story on this? I was on the site earlier just trying to see if it was any major stories. I ain't seen nothing that stood out. I saw a couple topics I jotted down, but I ain't seen nothing that like jumped out and made things like controversial or nothing.
Right. Yo, hold on. Hey. What's happening?
You good?
Huh? What's up with your little broke phone?
Yeah.
You better take your little boost mode. Hey, my fault, bro.
Nah, you good, man.
Nah, it's been a slow news day for real. Ain't too much popping.
I was trying to think, man. I saw who was that got traded, man? Donovan Mitchell. He went to the. It wasn't the Knicks though. It was the Cavs.
Yeah. Next trash, my nigga. You know what I mean?
Because you feel like they trash because they ain't make the move because they ain't pull the trigger.
They'll never make no move. You feel me?
Yeah, I mean I
And
agree
they
with
still
them.
be
They'll
acting,
never
they
make
act like,
moves.
you know, like the name Knicks, like still holds weight. People just
Yeah.
want to come, just like, come on, bro. Yeah, this is 2022. Like, nobody care about y'all.
But you know what was funny about that whole discussion though about Donovan Mitchell going to the Knicks, man? Like I agree with you about the Knicks, but I feel like Donovan Mitchell overrated. I don't feel like I would have gave up that much for him either.
I mean, I feel you on that.
Like
But it's
Donovan
definitely that
Mitchell
part.
wasn't
You feel
finna
me?
win nobody no title, not there. He can come to Golden State and he can get on board or something, but he ain't finna. He can go to
Yeah.
with a good team and help them get to it. He can go to the Celtics and help them get to a title, but
Yeah.
that's just my opinion.
Wild part is, I'm saying the Cavs probably got like a better playoff chance than the Knicks.
Definitely. I mean, they had a good squad last year, and they had a bunch of like I ain't gonna say nobodies, but they had like Garland.
Nah, there was nobody's one nigga. We can keep it a
Okay,
buck. You feel me?
no comment.
Yeah,
Shout outs to no comment. What's good? Harlem in the building.
Uptown.
Man, yeah, but I mean, yeah, they had a bunch of nobodies. So, you know, anytime somebody do it with a bunch of nobodies, I know they can do it with somebody's.
I feel you.
So,
I feel you.
but y'all
My
know who
room
the
was
champs
good.
gonna be. I told y'all last year who the champs was gonna be. Y'all know who it's gonna be again. Nothing changed. We got the same squad. Everybody else out there scrambling and signing this person. We got the same squad, man. You
All
got
right,
to deal
nigga,
with the
here we
same
go.
problems.
Here you go.
It's the same problem. Ain't nothing changed. I'm not even being funny, but it's the same problem.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't solved the problem yet. So
Right.
the only team that solved the problem, if you want to quote unquote, I'll
That
say
ain't matter.
For the
nigga probably
Raptors,
don't
they
even know
needed
that.
injuries. They didn't solve shit. They just go. And then the Cavs, y'all got us. That 3-1 comeback, that's just epic.
Yeah.
You got it.
Hey,
But,
this nigga probably don't know that he muted.
who? No comment?
Yeah.
No comment. You muted if you're saying something, bro.
I'm not saying shit. I ain't got shit to say. Y'all talking about sports.
Yeah. Nah, but we can move on because for real, basketball, this shit is done already. For real, like everybody else, we got the same squad.
Brother, I'm not here to interrupt y'all talk.
Oh no, you ain't interrupting
that.
nothing. I'm dead ass. I'm like, you
Right.
know, for real, basketball ain't nothing to talk about. It's the Warriors, man. Ain't nobody got no answer for Steph, Clay, and Dre yet. With Wiggins, it's over. It's over.
Listen,
And then Wiseman supposedly healthy. We'll see. So,
It's funny you said it. I'm gonna tell you who it's over for. Hey, your boy Biden, my nigga.
he ain't my boy. No. Hey, look, man.
what you
How is it
mean?
even- let me tell you something.
Now he ain't your boy.
Man, I said from the beginning. I said
What
I
you
believed
say?
it was a plan, which it was the dumbest plan because he picked the.
You say, huh?
You said,
So when she wants plant-based,
Now, what you say?
she turns to fidelity.
oh no. He said it was the dumbest plan because he picked what?
I'm saying he
but
picked the wrong vice
yeah.
president, but my point is I believe from the beginning his plan was to only do one term. You know, at his age,
Yeah.
like win, lose, or draw. But I believe the whole plan was to set up the VP, which would have been a smart plan if you picked a good VP. But like the one he picked, is not, nobody's gonna vote for her, even if she was vice president. They're gonna be like,
Never.
So had he picked somebody real cares, you get what I'm saying? I thought he was gonna come in, know he only gonna get one term, so make a whole bunch of hard decisions, even if they the right decisions that you know you're gonna catch flag for, and they had this real charismatic VP who can come after you and basically he can get a walk in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I wouldn't even vote for her. Oh girl, man, she annoying. I don't want her to feel like she won president because she's the type of bitch that's gonna let everybody know.
Right.
She's gonna be like, and yeah, I don't know. It's not that because I'll vote for a woman. It ain't even nothing like that. But I wouldn't vote for her.
No, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
All right, but hold on.
So I wouldn't have voted for Hillary. Like, get out of here.
Well, hold on. So check it out.
What up, homie?
I feel what you're saying, right? Because I don't really like her either, right? But the thing is, we're not really in that situation to pick who you like.
We are.
We're in a situation, huh?
We are.
That
goes back to me saying 2 weeks ago in the last episode when I was saying I truly don't even believe at this point, and this is not shit I said before. I understand. I've changed how I feel. I don't really believe it matters, man. So I used to be on team. I understand what you mean. If you one of the people who believe that the vote matters, then you like ain't no choice. I gotta go with the Democrat. But now I'm like, man, I ain't gotta vote for none of y'all bitches. I don't give a fuck. I'm not invested in who wins or who loses.
Oh yeah, no, in 2024, nigga, I'm writing in Dr. Umar.
You still building that school?
Yeah, like straight up.
You still building that school, nigga?
Hey, we gonna get it built. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. If they can have Trump, I can have Dr. Umar, nigga.
You're stupid, man.
Oh shit. Yo, this is why I say that, right? I say we not really in a position to pick who we like, because I didn't like Hillary, right?
Yeah.
So I didn't vote for Hillary because I didn't like her. And Trump got in.
Yeah.
I don't really want to go through that shit again.
Yeah, but
hold on. Let me just say this real quick.
Nah, yeah, you got it.
It's not even that. I mean, it's not even that I believe in the political system. I just don't want to deal with another asshole like that again. Because I think I feel you. I think it's bullshit too.
Yeah.
I know it's bullshit.
Yeah.
It's bullshit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's either vote or get this motherfucker gonna come back. And I don't think he's ready for that.
And see, you know what? You know what really moves me, man? It's not. I get what you're saying about the bad things that happen with you, but here's the thing, man. Whatever he did or didn't do, like we did something again, and I'm not even gonna say we no more, but the Blue Party did something again, what they've done before, which made me go, okay, I can't do it with y'all, which is like, y'all have already shown it doesn't matter if you have a majority, it doesn't matter if you have power, they're not going to make that hard decision at any point.
Right.
Period. And I'm like, so it doesn't matter if y'all get it or not, y'all not going to reverse anything, y'all not going to do it. So.
Yeah.
I feel you.
It doesn't matter, y'all. Even when they're like, for real, we was motivated. We're like, man, we got the fucking Senate, got the fucking House, got the fucking White, and nothing.
Nothing.
And y'all got niggas, and then at the end of the day, the history books got niggas named like Joe Lieberman is the reason why everybody ain't got free healthcare right now. The real free healthcare, like what Canada got, like where you walk in the hospital and like there's no bill.
Yeah.
I understand for all motherfuckers who anybody see this online. Yeah, but they pay more taxes. I get how the shit works. I understand that.
But I'd be cool with paying more taxes. Everybody had what they needed.
Especially because it don't mean shit when you got a broken arm and you like, look, I'll pay that myself at or but and God forbid,
right,
you know
niggas
what I'm saying? But when it's the big C, you know what I'm saying, or something, you know, that costs a lot, or even braces for your kid or something, you know what I'm saying? It's
like, them shits ain't cheap.
Shits ain't cheap at all. You know, so. Just saying, man. Yeah, like you said, I would be happy to pay more taxes to know that if something happened, if you in a car accident, God forbid, or whatever, that you can go and get it handled, and you don't got to worry about it being a big deal. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. Right. Niggas getting in 10-car pileups and having to walk it off. Like, nah, man, that's.
My first time visiting LA, it was 2011, and we were staying at this hotel. It's called the Red Berry Hotel. It's right on Hollywood and Vine. So we sitting out on the balcony, just people watching. And the first thing I ever seen, one of the first things I ever seen in LA, in Hollywood, was it was a crowded club across the street. When there's this like car driving by, maybe he was like, you know, people watching or trying to look at some chick or something like that. But he had a fender bender, he smacked into somebody. You know what I'm saying? And he got out. Yeah. He was hurt. You could tell he was like kind of hurt. You feel me? And people was like, yo, man, you just call him, and you can see the panic in that nigga's face, and then everybody who lived in LA, you know, you already know. He was like, no, I'm good. Like, no,
fuck that.
He's like, I already live in LA. I can't afford that. Like, that'll ruin my whole life. You know what I'm saying?
Did he drive off?
To tell you the truth, I really don't remember how. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those things where I don't want to lie to you. I don't remember.
Nah, the only reason why I asked him, man, that nigga probably ain't had no insurance, no nothing. It's like, nigga, I gotta go.
Nah, it wasn't even like that because he was there for a while. I remember that standing around Woozy, but he didn't want. You know, you could tell anybody who lived in LA. You know, like he's like, I can't afford no goddamn. You ain't got to live in LA to feel like that, but especially LA. I mean,
we feel that way in New York too.
Yeah, I feel that way here. I'm like, I don't want the fucking unless it's really some heart attack shit.
Yeah. I drive myself to the hospital.
Yeah.
And be A-okay.
I drive myself to the hospital and get a ticket for parking wherever the fuck I want.
Right.
Right.
Feel me?
Yeah.
Fuck
still pay less money than them hospital bills.
Exactly. Shit. Yo, I think I told y'all. My wife was in the hospital.
Nah.
We got this. Not recently. Not recently. My bad. She had an operation like a couple years ago.
Word.
But yo, we in the so the nurse comes in and the nurse is like, so you know how you feeling? You ready to go? And she was like, nah, I think maybe I should stay another day, or some shit like that. Or the doctor was like, we want to observe you for another day or some shit like that. Anyway, she stayed an extra day. Yo, you got the bill for that shit?
Oh yeah.
That shit was like, how much was it? I'm guessing ballparking it, but I think it was like $20,000 or $15,000, some shit like that.
Right.
For an extra day? That's
for
crazy.
The extra day, right?
That's ridiculous.
The whole time I'm looking at the bill, I'm like, dog. I'm like, babe, I could have took you to a 5-star hotel and laid you up for the night.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
And still had thousands left over.
Yeah, and let room service hit you up as much as you want, whatever you want. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? For the extra day, I looked at some shit like a Tylenol was like $30 or some shit, some crazy shit.
That's ridiculous, man.
I mean, but luckily, I got good insurance. You know what I'm saying? So when the shit came to the house, it specifically said on the top of this shit, "This is not a bill." You know what I'm saying?
Good.
You ever get them shits from your insurance where they say this is not a bill, but they show you how much you owe?
Right.
Man, I called them up. They was like, "Listen, this how the shit work. Just keep track of it and see keep track of what's going on. But they gonna call us back and forth, and we negotiate that shit. And eventually, it's gonna get down to something reasonable." And just because of my insurance was like, yeah, fuck you on that extra day shit. We ain't paying that. And the hospital just took it on the chin. You know what I'm saying?
Man, look.
Yeah.
But that's only because I got good
man.
insurance.
ER bills and ambulance bills, at least, and this is the difference between, not trying to be like a 90s BET comic, black people and white people. When you're black, you're going to take that credit hit. It's not getting paid.
Yeah.
It's not getting paid when, because I've been in all these positions.
I ain't got it.
I've been in all the predicaments of broke. I've been in the predicament of have a job but don't have no extra money to spend, check to check. I've been in a predicament of having a really great job where money ain't an issue. We all have been in position to get some kind of random check, whether it was random, like, you know, just income tax, or it was a settlement. Everybody done got like some kind of check that was like, oh fuck, you not paying this shit. Whether you make $100K a year, whether you get I just got a random $5K in my account, you not gonna stop and be like, yeah, let me get $800 to EMS services.
Not at all. Not at all.
We ain't doing that shit. Niggas like, we'll take that little credit, and it ain't affected my credit enough for me.
Yeah. Yo,
niggas be like, I already got my car.
I ain't taking it. I ain't doing now.
Yo, the funny shit. I get them checks every now and then, and it's like I get like out of nowhere. I get like a $1,500 check.
You do the rebates too?
Nah, not rebate shit. I get it from work.
Okay.
But from like it'll be
I
like
get you. I see what you're saying, because they come in the mail, and so they I give you.
No, you don't understand. Like, check it. Like, I'm working on a job right now, right?
Okay.
I'll get a $1,500 check from a job I worked on at the beginning of the year.
That's what I'm saying, because they come in the mail, right? That's how, like, when I do the acting gigs, and I get a check in the mail like 2 months later for some shit I did.
No, I'm talking about 8 months later.
Wow.
Oh, okay, wow. They
you know
bullshitting. But still, it's a surprise when it hits.
Not even. They pay me regularly, like I was supposed to get paid.
Okay.
But I get like some vacation pay or some shit.
I get you. Okay.
It'll be some weird check. You know what I'm saying? Just some shit they owe me. It'd be like I don't know, 6 days and vacation days or some shit like that. It'd just be $1,500. Okay. I'm like, I ain't worked on this show for like, man. This just be coming in. I'd be like, whoa, thank you.
Yeah, niggas gonna take the check though. You feel me?
No, fuck yeah. Yeah. I'd be like, damn. But it'd be so random, yo. Like, sometimes it'd be like $300. Sometimes it'd be like $1,500. Sometimes it's like $800. It'd be just random shit. I love my job. I can't even front. I be mad at work sometimes, and I look around, and I see a construction worker, and I be like, yeah, let me shut my ass up.
You feel me? Like, you ain't got to wear no hard hat, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, you alright.
Well, I'm going to tell you something, man. I said this shit too, and it still don't stop you from getting humble. But I always be like, man, I don't know. Some people need to be humble. You know, we all know that. And I always say, like, I don't need to be fucking humble. Like, I don't be forgetting. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't be that far.
Yeah, but see, like, that's because you've been there, though. You feel me?
You know what I'm saying? But I still get humble, still have the moments. But I be thinking, this some bullshit. I don't need to be humble. Be yelling at the sky, yo, I don't need to be. I ain't forgotten. Ain't nobody taking shit for granted, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, for real. I remember, when I first moved to the Bay Area, staying in them hostels. And some were cool, but the thing about them hostels is the shared bathrooms, and there's nobody else in there with you when you shower or whatever. But how grimy the fucking shit was, even with like shower shoes on. Like, where it's like a roach going up the wall while you fucking showering, where you don't even want to touch the fucking knob with your hand, and where you don't even feel clean when you get out the shower. Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't feel clean, you just like kind of shower just so you don't smell like ass type of shower.
Right.
It ain't the same as when you in your spot, hot shower, you in that bitch, you know, might be in there for 10 minutes, might feel like 20, because you enjoying the hot water, you know what I'm saying, you wash your face. You know what I mean? Hopefully your tub ain't nasty where you don't want to be in your own damn tub. You know what I'm saying? But shit like that, man, it's like I don't be forgetting. I still enjoy it. That's why I enjoy my bathroom. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy my shit being clean. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yo, I need a new tub.
Yo, explain, man. What you?
Niggas was really grown when that's when like they were, I'm saying, request list.
For real, yo. Like, you know how your tub just be old? Like, it don't matter how
My
much
tub in
you
Oakland
clean
was
it.
like that. Yep. It was one
Yeah,
with the claw
like-
feet. And no matter how
Nah,
much
it's
you
not
clean
that
it,
old.
yeah, no, for real.
No, but
I'm
see-
dead ass. It was like it had the claw feet and it had the shower curtain that go 360 around that bitch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And,
That's-
and it
that's
was
the old
like you
school
talking
tub.
about, like no matter how much I cleaned that tub, and the toilet was actually the same way. It was just kind of like, you know what I'm saying, old as fuck.
but check it out though. Those are old school tubs.
Yeah.
I'd rather have one of those tubs, and I tell you why. The tub I got is one of them new tubs where it's attached to the wall.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's attached to the wall. The tiles go up. The shower and bath, right?
Yeah.
But them old school tubs, when the tub get like that, you just gotta find somebody that knows how to redo the tub.
Yeah.
Them tubs last forever. You get somebody to I think they gotta acid the tub and reapply the enamel shit to it. Them tubs last forever. But
And then you in
this tub,
business.
yeah, the tub I got is like, it ain't dirty, but you can't clean it. Like, you can clean it, but no matter how, just like you said, no matter how much you clean it, this shit just, it don't come clean.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
only the bottom. Like, the whole rest of the tub is fine. Like, the bottom, I guess, from the wear and tear of people, standing up in that shit.
Yeah, I know what you're
the
talking
bottom-
about too. I can visualize. I know what you're talking about. And it's one of the things where like you can sit there right now, like you can scrub it with Comet or whatever you use, and you can like
And
know.
it don't matter.
You can factually know it's clean, but it's like you don't even
Don't
feel like
look,
it's clean,
yeah.
even looking at it. Like,
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
that you're talking
And
about.
what's wild is the whole size of the tub, like 360 all the way around the tub, the size, perfectly fine.
Yeah, but where
For real.
shit settled, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know what you mean, man. I'm funny about stuff like that now because of like what I shared with y'all, you know what I'm saying, about the hostels and shit in 2008. I'm funny about that now when I'm moving to a place like, and don't get it twisted, no comment. I understand New York is different, and New York is a whole different game as far as when you find a place to live, you gotta kind of accept some shit and be like, yo, I'm fucking, this the spot, nigga.
Yeah.
Yo,
So yeah.
listen,
You feel me?
you know it.
Yeah, I understand because that's how it was in Oakland. I mean, the same way I told you about that tub, that wasn't a bad spot. It was actually a really good spot, and I just accepted. Like,
Right.
this bathroom old as hell, is mildew on the windows, nigga. It is what it is, nigga. Like,
Yo, in New York, I guess it's the same shit in Oakland. Cause like in New York, you find a good spot and shit be fucked up. This is how you walk in. You walk in just like this. Let me see. All right. So it costs about $300 to put a new vanity in here. About $250 to get a new toilet. I don't know if I can do anything about the tub, but we'll find out. That's
Right.
just how that shit goes.
that's how we
Nigga
got
said
to get
we'll
it.
find out.
Yeah. Now for those who don't know, now ATL it's a whole different ball game, baby. Especially if you have a decent or you know what I'm saying good out here. Now you can be picky. Whether it's whatever house, apartment. But yeah, so I'm funny about that stuff now. Like you know what I mean. I need that shit to be. I prefer to be brand new, but I need to be spotless. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I don't want, but on move in, I'm saying. You know what I mean? But you can be picky like that out here, but I get you, like New York and Oakland. And if you think about it, the Bay Area is like New York in that it's limited, even though it's not. It's almost like, you know, when you look at Manhattan on the map, that's almost how the Bay Area looks, San Francisco look, you know what I'm saying, in Oakland. So it's limited space. People don't only want to be in so many areas. And so, like you said, you find a spot and it works with where you got to go, your life, the building's pretty safe.
You saw the rest of that shit out.
Yeah, you be like, nigga, fuck this. For me, I was like, nigga, this is 4 blocks from MacArthur Bar Station, so I can walk to the train station every day. It was a nice part of Oakland, but it was like, you know, it was where it's like hadn't been gentrified yet, so the hippies and the black people was still there, so it was safe, but it wasn't like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was like a nice little block where I felt safe walking. I was like, yeah, this the spot, man. You know, $700 a month was the sweet spot. And I was like, yeah, we can do this. We can make this shit work.
Yeah, niggas be alright. You
Yeah,
feel me?
little ass kitchen. That had a little ass kitchen that if you made anything, the whole studio was hot. I mean, yeah, because nigga, the whole studio was hot the rest of the night. No AC, you don't need that in Oakland,
Hey.
really.
Look, you ain't hungry no more though.
Hey, you hear me?
Yo, you You ever have diarrhea and constipation at the same time?
Nigga, what? It's like being a virgin and a hoe. What you mean?
That's funny.
Just what I said. Yo,
Nah, I can't say I have, man. You gotta eat that fiber, man. Get them beans and them
No, but-
avocados and stuff, man.
dog, but hear me out, right? I got off work. I've been wanting this shit all day, right? All right, first of all, I jumped up late this morning, so I jumped out. I got dressed, ran to work, get to work, got there, nick of time, right? But usually in the morning, I wake up nice and early. And I take a shit first. So I couldn't take a shit this morning, right? So I get to work, and I had a falafel. I had a falafel for lunch, right?
You already doing too
When I
much,
got
man.
home,
At work. You already doing too much at work, man.
hold up. You know the craft service, dude.
Yeah. Oh, I love the craft services, man.
Yo, I got a falafel from the craft service, dude. It was on point.
Yeah.
So yo, I get home, I take a shit. The first half of the shit was like real heavy and hard, and then the second half was like damn near diarrhea. It was mad soft. It was so
Yeah.
weird. I never had that experience in my life, yo. So it was the shit that I didn't take this morning, and it was the shit from the falafel I had.
Ghost.
Right.
What up?
Right.
Come on, man.
They ran into
somebody
each other.
bring up craft services. I gotta say, man, I gotta shout out A24 Productions, man. I know I told y'all, man, that craft services was epic. On our lunches, we had got to choose from a menu. I chose a nice ribeye steak and asparagus and mashed potato for my lunch. And they craft services, they had this giant like store set up, and you could go in over there and get all the normal stuff that be in craft services, bags of cookies or Snickers, right, juice, coffee, whatever you think of. But then they had unlimited Chick-fil-A in craft services. Big
Oh yeah, I remember you
thing
told
of
me.
spicy chicken sandwiches, big thing of regular chicken sandwiches, big thing whatever you wanted, like Chick-fil-A, like, and they were passing it out through intervals throughout the day. And you can go get it yourself, like, I love that movie set.
I bet you did.
Bruh, I went home with like 5 chicken sandwiches, man, and I had about 6 apple juices in my bag and 3 Snickers.
With no problem. Them niggas like, hey, have a nice day.
Man, it was self-serve. And then the thing is, a lot of the background, I was background too. That was where I got elevated and all that, the stunt. But a lot of the background be scared. They don't know what they can and can't do, especially if it's their first time on the set. So they weren't getting any of it. I mean, people had to go and force them, like, hey, you don't want that? You don't want a snack? They're like, oh, I can. Yeah, it's for all of us.
Niggas ain't know they was free.
They just don't understand the hierarchy, and no comment knows. On set, everybody eat. It's just you got to know your role. Like the crew eats first. So if you background, just don't run over to the. Just because you see food, you can't just run over and be like, oh yeah. You make sure everybody ate first. But they usually do it in an orderly way. You know what I'm saying? Let you know.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Background. All right, y'all eat now. And it is a thing where you'll feel a type of way, Johnny Cage, if it's like your first time on the set. You know what I'm saying? You be sitting there hungry. You sitting right by the food. And they're like, sorry, background. You need to wait for the. And you're like, all right, nigga. I'm a man too. Like, you feel the type of way, bro. You gonna feel the type of way.
But let me explain why. Let me explain why it's like that. Right?
Yeah, I know why.
You know why it's like that.
Yeah, I mean, well, it depends. It's a lot of reasons. One, I mean, the fact is they're the crew, they're full time, and you hear his background. But two, sometimes it's a case of them make sure they have enough food. Like when it's an independent caterer, like when it was on, you know what I'm saying? But
nope,
you know what I'm saying?
Nope.
None of that. Why you do that?
It ain't got nothing to do with that.
There's some bullshit. Then what's up?
So we get meal penalties.
Oh yeah, I know about the meal penalty. That's right. Yep.
Right.
That's right. Yep.
We get meal penalties when we don't eat.
Shit.
Right.
Yep.
And on top of that, they can't call a back in time for like let's say you go to lunch at 12 o'clock, right?
Yeah.
And the last crew member goes through the line at 12:30.
Yeah.
our back end time is 1 p.m. They can't make the back end time until the last man goes through the line.
Yeah, and
It's all about money. It ain't got nothing to do with food.
you know what? You're right, and that was that day I spent 8 hours, I guess, or 12 hours riding around in the stunt car with the stunt dude. He was the one schooling me on the game. He was the one telling me about that. And he was like, that's why that the Chick-fil-A was part of craft service, but he was like, yo, that's why they made it a point running around, pass out to every member. He's like, they didn't want to.
That's right. That shit ain't got nothing to do with. That shit ain't got nothing to do with. We want to make sure you get some nice Chick-fil-A.
Nah, but look. Hold on, no comment. Now look, check this out. It do, because here's where that's a touch of class. Because that same thing they was running out past now, if they was just trying to say technically we just want to make meal penalty, it could have been a peanut butter sandwich.
Right.
See what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
So
right.
it could have been McDonald's cheeseburgers.
Right.
Like, nigga, we here. We
Right.
meal. So it's still a touch of class to
Right.
be like, I'm gonna get the fucking $5 Chick-fil-A sandwiches. You see what I'm saying?
That's a fact. That's a fact.
That's
I
touch
can't
of
front on
class.
that. That's a fact.
But still, I get what you're saying. That at the same time, it's like we had to do this, but if we're gonna do it, we're gonna do it right type of thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because they had to do it, whether it was PB and
That's a
J's or
fact.
whatever. You know. But I'm telling you, and I've been on some sets where craft service, and it ain't nothing to sneeze at, but it's usually pretty basic. It ain't nothing that you wouldn't go in the store and get. You usually get the same thing
Right.
that you would get if you was in the store. If you was Skittles, nigga, you gonna grab
Yep.
the Skittles in Arizona.
Yep.
You know?
Rest in peace.
Rest in
Yeah.
peace. And I wasn't even trying to do that. But yeah, rest in peace. But yeah, but that's it. Everything about it was just like, you could tell when you was on it, I was like, this is bigger than whatever show the title they gave us. I was like, this is big.
Word.
And then I'm glad I ended up in the stunt car. He schooled me, like, this is what this really is. This is what this scene is. And I went online, started Googling while we sitting in the car. And I was like, this thing ain't no cap. He's like, yeah. He's like, yeah, if you watch, if y'all watch that show Westworld, he's one of the Ghost Riders.
Alright.
Man, just all type of stuff. That Tom Hanks movie, Message to the World or News of the World, he did stunts on that, worked with Tom Hanks, man, and he was just schooling me, bro. Like, man, this acting, this not acting, but this movie and TV business, there's so many jobs that's not acting. It's just like music business, man, you know?
Exactly.
There's so much money in it that's not being on the screen.
This nigga's feeding their family right now. Been doing it for years that you ain't never even heard of.
You ever heard? I bet you heard of this name. It's subconsciously in your head, but like, it's not a household name, and you definitely can't picture his face. Bentley Kyle Evans.
Yeah, that's the nigga from Martin.
And living single.
Yeah,
and like hanging with Mr. Cooper. Go look
Right.
like he wrote on like every black show.
I think he was the showrunner for Martin at first.
Yeah, if you look in the first seasons he was listed as executive producer, and then after seasons 2 and 3, it's Martin, him, and some other guy, Tony Bowman or something like that, listed as EP.
And that nigga, he would hop in front of the camera sometimes because he would be the nigga Almond Brown. That's him.
He was who?
He was that nigga that used to always call Martin Almond Brown.
Almond D.
Yeah. That was him?
The gay nigga, yeah.
What's his name in that episode? I think he was hitting on Martin.
Yeah. He was in the DMV and some shit like that.
Exactly.
Okay. So, he a perfect example of a dude who, man, he is literally a millionaire off of, sitcom television and anybody he stopped and talked to, if he was to list the shows he worked on, you heard of his shows, black, white, older, young.
That nigga like formed the teenage adolescent years off some entertainment.
Yeah, straight up. And it's like, man, that's kind of the great place to be, where you got money and you're well known, but you're not. You can walk around the mall. Nobody ain't running up to Bentley Kyle asking for autographs, man.
Not at all. That nigga can still maintain that anonymity. No. I think he got to start with Robert Townsend, if I'm not mistaken.
Robert Townsend is underrated.
Hold up. This nigga said anonymity.
Yeah.
Big word, bro.
Big word. Shout out to
get this nigga out of here, man.
Hold up. That reminds me. Hold up, though. Because that reminds me of something. That's one of them college words. Hold on. You got people where I'm going with this.
Where you going with?
Yo, you passed the bar, right?
Oh, nigga, I found out in a couple months, actually.
Nigga.
Oh.
Good looking.
You took the bar?
Yeah, in July.
So how you cheat? No, I'm just playing.
Right.
I'm just playing, man.
Right.
Hey, did you feel good when you? Let me ask first. Let me back up. I'm assuming they proctored this like the SAT, like you got to go somewhere and really take it. It's not something you do online, even in 2022, right?
Right.
Okay, so you took it in a room with other people, right?
Yeah, hundreds of them.
When you took it, I'm assuming this. Let me ask you this: did you feel
What
good when you took it? When you left, did you feel like, all right, I'm good? You know when you passed an exam. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna be like, yeah, all right, I'm good, but I ain't leave like, oh my god. You see what I'm saying? It's like, yo, it's done. You feel me?
Yeah. Because I just feel like, shout outs to the Marathon Continues t-shirt back there, but I just feel like, and I ain't just talking about...
You see me? Trying to get that shit right.
You know when it's when you feel good, like, man, all right, man, I got... Not necessarily I got this, but when it's like, all right. And I know
what you mean.
I was
Yeah, I know what
half-assed
you
half of them questions. Like, nigga, I just hope I guessed right.
Right. But now we see y'all play out. Like, results, they don't come back to like a couple more months, actually. Because I took it in Cali. So Cali, you get your results back the latest out of all the states.
What? That's just some bullshit then, right?
Exactly, because half of the tests you put through a machine anyway, off the Scantron. You feel me?
Bro, there's no test. Any college professor or high school teacher know they can do 30. That's just one of the things to make you sweat it out, I guess, part of the process. But
exactly.
Here's the question. I think I know the answer, but I don't want to assume. If you pass it, does that mean you go into law, or what do you do with that?
No, I could be a licensed attorney because I'm like, as it stands now, I'm just a JD. So I'm like, I'm a law school graduate. So it's like until you get like actual pass the bar and like admitted into whatever state bar that you want to go into, like then you're a licensed attorney.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So we'll see how that play out. You feel me?
Yeah.
I'm trying not to smile.
That's dope, man. That's dope, man. That's dope, bro.
So proud of you.
Yo, niggas is stupid. I appreciate y'all though, for real.
What you doing, like criminal law or tax law or?
No, I'm being entertainment with it. Man, somebody else pretty much my whole background.
You trying to get the percentages, man? You trying to get them percentages, man?
Exactly.
Rich Paul over here, bro. Clutch.
Exactly. No, it's funny that you said though, because that nigga doing his thing. You feel me?
Man, yeah. So, no comment. You're not into sports. Let me ask you this: do you know kind of the story of Rich Paul? He's not a basketball player. I'll give you that hint. He's not an athlete.
Nah.
Rich Paul. This is how I understand. You can jump in if I'm wrong, Johnny Cage, but this is the dopest shit ever, man. So Rich, obviously you heard of LeBron James. So when LeBron James first got on, huge star in the NBA. Literally, this nigga said he was like going to some, the niggas who sell the bootleg jerseys outside the gas stations and shit like that. They be like good looking jerseys, but the niggas who sell like the bootleg jerseys. I know y'all got them somewhere in New York. It might not be the gas station, but nigga who got the knockoff jerseys.
Yeah, they there somewhere. Yeah,
right. So
exactly.
He saw this nigga outside selling these like throwback football jerseys. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh shit, them shit's clean. Let me buy some. He copped them, and then he like, got the nigga number and started basically buying regular. Like, hey man, you got the Herschel Walker, whatever it might be that was hot. He's like, yeah, I got you. So he started hooking dude up with jerseys, and then basically ended up just kind of like falling in with LeBron entourage. You know what I'm saying, right? So instead of LeBron being the type of nigga that's just like, all right, you just hanging around, or I just give you money. You know what I'm saying? You just be around me. I'm gonna try to put you on. So look who LeBron did, right? This nigga had one of the best agents. What he did, LeBron had one of the best agents in the game. Some Jew, old guy.
He sent dude to college.
Nope. He had Rich Paul come and work with the best agent in the industry, work under him until he eventually fired that dude, made Rich Paul's agent. Rich Paul started his own agency. Now he got all the biggest athletes in the NBA. Like you name them, they probably signed him. Draymond Green, LeBron James, all them niggas is his clients now. Russell Westbrook, you name it.
Yo, check it out.
Move.
Check it out. You know what stops black people from doing what white people do? Opportunity. And knowledge of how things work.
That's right.
Exactly.
That was a big move for him to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, because I could have sent you to college. That's something big to do, but nah. Why keep paying this dude to be my agent? Why can't teach you what he knows? And now Rich Paul has an empire. School. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, he essentially sent him to school, but that's the school of hard knowledge. Like, why don't you just learn right here? Sit in all the meetings with him.
I'm about to learn the NBA right here. I ain't going to college to play ball. You see what I'm saying?
And now if you in the NBA and you somebody, that's your agent. Ben Simmons, any name you heard in the headlines, he's their agent. Fact. Draymond Green, he's his agent.
Yeah.
Like, yo, check it out. When I was younger, I wanted to be a hip hop artist, right?
Yeah.
That shit went from me wanting to be a hip hop artist to me wanting to be a mogul. You know what I'm saying? This is at 14, 15 years old.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was always smarter than everybody around me. You know what I'm saying? I always hung out with older people.
Right.
So I had a little rap group. You know what I'm saying? It was me and my boy, dude from high school. And my mind was always on being Russell Simmons.
Yeah.
So what do? I go work for Polygram Records and find out exactly how everything works.
That's right.
Right.
Man, only drawback, I picked the wrong team because niggas ain't want to do shit.
Right. But still.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Yeah,
Right.
still same shit. Yo, like I came back to the block. I'm like, yo, let's do a music video. He's like, we got to get it signed first. We got to get a deal first. I'm like, nah, we got a song. All we got to do is go get a camera, shoot a
Yeah.
music video.
Yeah.
This was right after Wu-Tang did it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm in the industry. You know what I'm saying? I'm working at a major record company. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I'm like, dog. all we
Polygram.
need-
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're like, let's shoot
Yeah.
something. Get something on tape.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah.
Even if it's shitty, it don't matter.
It
We're
doesn't.
15, 16 years old
Yeah.
with our own music video. And
Yeah.
after you do the first one, just like after you write your first rap, it's only gonna keep getting better.
Exactly.
Keep doing it.
Yeah.
But you know, niggas was on some. Now we gotta get on first. Like, you ain't gotta get on.
Yeah.
Nigga, we on. We
And-
on right now.
But think about them
Yeah.
drill videos, man, that made it so you know that they filming and they gotta make this video shoot quick. The video shoot be as long as the song. It's pulled up, shoot the
Niggas look like they
song.
niggas be looking like they finna shoot the cameraman on accident.
Man, I couldn't shoot them videos, bro. No thank
Not
you.
at all.
Everybody
Not
gotta
at all.
check with me first. Hold on. Chamber,
Yeah.
hold on. Put your
Right.
magazines up. Hold on. Oh yeah, I ain't
Right.
playing with none of y'all, man. I ain't shooting no Chirac video. We shooting that thing virtually, baby. Yeah.
Yo, I'll be on set, and you know, it's a cop show basically.
Yeah.
So the prop guy checks the guns in front of everybody every
Yeah.
time the guns come out.
Man, when I did that cop show, they gave me 3 guns, but before they gave me 3 guns, they gave me and the other cops guns and stuff. They had, like you said, they had a whole fucking set huddled around. Dude was like, hey, everybody, I want to show you. This gun's not real. He took them one by one. It's empty. There's nothing in it. It's a blank. Bam. You know what I'm saying? This one doesn't even fire. Bam. They gave me 2 that didn't even fire, and 1 and they had no blanks or anything in it because I didn't have to shoot any of them. The movie I was on the where I rode in the stunt car, they gave me this heavy ass 357 pistol. That bitch was the real deal, but it was plugged. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They told me when they gave it to me, they were like, look, you're riding in the stunt car. At no time in this scene do you handle your gun. You do not need to handle the gun. If you handle the gun, you will be removed from the set. They let my ass know. They do not play. This was after Alec Baldwin, obviously. So they ain't playing about that shit.
No,
Nah, man, that shit is serious.
Yeah, they was like, do not
Yo,
handle this
yo,
gun.
Yo, the prop guy, he brings the gun out, right? He backs the chamber up. He puts a flashlight down in the chamber so you can see it's empty. Shows you the clip. Show you there's nothing in the clip.
That's right.
Yeah.
And then
Firework
he
man.
takes the flashlight. After, but
Yeah.
he takes the flashlight. He puts the flashlight to the front of the barrel
Right. So you
so
can
you
see it
can
come
see
through.
that the light is not coming out.
Oh,
You can see the light is not coming through because it's plugged.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
And then he clicks it off. He clicks it a couple times, let you see ain't nothing coming out.
Yeah.
Shit is real in New York.
But you know what? No comment. And I know we
Niggas
talked
ain't
about this
playing.
before. Here's the thing, man. I understand, like, after something like Alec Baldwin happened, everybody gonna step it up on, you know what I'm saying, gun safety, but on sets.
Right.
But I truly believe people was doing this shit before, and it's something that happened on that set that was intentional by somebody somewhere, and maybe not even the person who fired the gun. But I'm telling you, people didn't just start doing gun safety, especially because it happened with the Crow movie back in the 90s. People didn't just start doing gun safety. So to this day, I believe that Alec Baldwin shit, somebody was trying to make that shit happen.
Yeah, me too.
Come on now.
I feel like that too.
Yeah, loaded, and I'm just a
Like
nigga
that,
with guns in my house, and it's not just randomly, like, you know what I'm saying? Come on, man.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
But yo,
I'm about to
like-
remake The
like
Crow
when-
too with a white boy.
Yeah. Wow.
Remakes.
I don't know about that. Yeah, I don't like remakes shit like that. Like, yo, but check it. Like, even when we were doing Punisher, the gun safety guy, I think we let the gun guy go and got
Yeah.
somebody else because he just wasn't serious enough.
For real.
Right. I see what you're saying.
But-
They
but-
just feel
but
like he
nigga
wasn't
was-
making his point clear enough or whatever.
What he was doing.
Yeah, he was just kind of jokey.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like don't play around. This the role where you don't
Yeah,
need
this
no
ain't-
joke with nobody,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, exactly. You ain't gotta be nobody's friend.
Don't even be
He was,
friendly.
he was too friendly.
Right.
Yeah, he was too friendly. It was
Yeah.
like, dog, we don't need none of that. We just need the guns to be not able to fire. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Fuck all that.
Yo, but my question is this though, I'm like, alright, isn't it in theory, wouldn't it be like relatively easy to prevent a mishap? It's like, yo, just don't bring live rounds to set. If everything that you bring to set is a blank, then what's the problem?
Check it out.
Yeah.
Check it out. There is absolutely no reason ever to have live rounds on the
That's
set.
yeah.
Unless
There's no purpose.
you
Yeah.
know you trying to pop somebody. Like, yeah, and then even if I go so far and bring them bitches to say, whether it's because I'm stupid or whatever, everything we saying should still be happening like before the shoot. Okay, even if I brought them, it should have been somebody checking it. They not even, it's nothing in here anyway.
Right.
But check
Right.
it.
So,
Check it.
but
If-
you're right, there's no
if
real
you don't-
reason.
If you don't have gas in the car, you can't run over nobody.
Thank you.
Exactly.
Exactly. man.
Exactly. Exactly.
And
But
Alibaba-
on that set, I think they were just way too lax. They were out somewhere in the desert, and you know what I'm saying? People's like, "Yo, we can shoot guns out here. It ain't nobody around," which is understandable.
yeah.
To the point of bring your own personal gun if that's what you want to do. But there's no reason to be using the guns that we're using on set,
Right.
even if you're gonna do that. And to that point, fuck that. There's no reason to bring a gun to set. You at work, my nigga.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah,
understand where was it? It was Arizona. Where was it?
It was like in the desert.
Was it
That's
Arizona,
right. I don't know.
California?
I'm assuming Arizona, but I don't know.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I don't know where it was at, but wherever it was, I understand that the gun culture is a lot different than it is in New York.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
there's no reason to bring a live weapon to a film set.
Nah, niggas keep cutting in front of me in the craft services on. They think I'm playing out here.
He's not gonna get one more nigga take the last tuna salad sandwich.
See?
Yeah.
Papalopagus.
Straight
It's
up.
Papalopagus.
Niggas is disgruntled.
Hey,
Niggas is
man.
disgruntled.
Hey, look.
Yeah.
Hey, look, I always like telling this story, man. When I, first. I'm talking about like first day, second day in San Francisco, man. I ain't know about Whole Foods. You know, they call that shit whole paycheck. I didn't know, man. You know, I was just new out there, so all the grocery stores look the same to me. Vines, Ralph's, Whole Foods.
Right.
And so
Yeah.
I just went in there to get something, and I didn't even know they sold hot food. So when I saw the hot food area, I was like, yo, this shit look fire. You know what I'm saying? So I
Right.
made the same size plate I would make anywhere to have like a hot food. So hey, got a couple pieces of chicken, you know what I'm saying, mac and cheese, some veggies. It was like a
Yeah.
nice little brown box. I'm like,
That shit was
yeah,
like,
I get to the register, man, and this is like,
like
me.
$30.
Man, that shit was like $16, $17. You look, this one is bad, man. You know, when you don't just buy it and eat it and feel bad later, when you just don't buy it. I was like, oh, 16.
Nah, I've been there before. I can put
I
it
was
right
like,
back.
yeah, let me
Just
run
leave
to
it
the
right
car real quick. I had walked there, nigga. I was like, let me run to the car real quick. I'm like, man, I don't think I went back in Whole Foods. I don't know if I've been back in Whole Foods to this
For
day.
what? If that's how they doing it, it's like, man, ain't no point in me going back over there.
Man, they taxing. I used
Yo.
to fuck with Trader Joe's though.
Think of the wild shit. Trader Joe's is shit.
Yeah.
I fuck with Trader Joe's. Yo, look at the wild shit though. Yo, I went to a Buffalo wing spot out here,
Yeah.
and this is recently. You know what I'm saying? After the pandemic and the shit done went up and all that shit. Yo, I walk in the wing spot now, and I calculate how much a wing costs.
Oh yeah, I do the same shit. I'd be like, wait. 20 piece. I'm like $16. I'm like, hold on, y'all charging $8 for a 10 piece? I'm like, no, it's too much per wing. I can't do it.
Yeah.
Homie. Yo, 20 wings in New York is $30.
No, I can't do it. I'll make wings for that. I mean, you can make wings
feel
and
me?
ribs for that, and a steak.
Exactly.
That's when I started to go into Whole Foods.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Yeah.
Matter of fact,
Now I go to Whole Foods. Whole Foods is like, let me see. I think, hold on, how much is 30? Hold on, let me see. $30? $30 a wing, that's like $1.75 or something. Hold up.
here in Atlanta, if you go
That's
to
like
like
$1.50 a wing.
like a regular hood wing spot or like a Chinese wings, you know, a spot that ain't got no major franchise name or whatever, or even like A1 wings or something, wings ain't gonna be no more than 50 cents a wing. And if you go to like a name spot, then you'll pay $1 a wing, maybe like wing stop, you know.
And then out here in Houston, like all these little local wing spots out here, they got like the little buy one get one free Tuesday, whatever. That's when everybody be going.
But we definitely ain't paying no fucking 30. Nigga in Atlanta, they'll kill you. Bro. We got so many fucking wing spots. Your price gotta be low out here because somebody
gotta be like, nigga, you tripping? You know what I'm
I know it's the
saying?
same in Texas. Yeah, like it's a wing spot everywhere, and they all fire.
Yeah, 20 wings was $30. I was like, fuck that.
That's crazy. Like they could low key get away with that. Like last year when it was a quote unquote wing shortage, but now that it's back normal, like y'all tripping.
Nah, I ain't doing it. I ain't never paid that. And if it was that, I
went to Whole Foods. I went to Whole Foods and found out it was like $1 a wing. I go to Whole Foods now. I go right to Whole Foods and I go to the dressing section and I get the real blue cheese with the chunks of blue cheese in it.
Yeah.
Good. I'm good.
A-okay.
Whole Foods be hitting. Hell yeah, Whole Foods be hitting. Yo, but hold up. What was the shit I wanted to talk about?
Yeah, what's up?
What you got?
Oh, Diddy.
What's going on with
the whole Diddy?
Diddy Adidas beef. I wanted to ask you about that.
Yeah.
What's up with that? What was up? First, can you tell me what's his beef with them?
Yeah, what's the deal with it?
I heard about it this morning.
Me too.
On my way to work. And apparently, this is the situation. Kanye has his deal with Adidas, and Adidas is making a knockoff Yeezy. Like, they making another Adidas shoe that looks like the Yeezy.
They've already done it. I know what you're talking about because they took the model that he had, and even when he left them, they said, yeah, but we still like the shoe. We're going to keep making this fucking shoe, basically. Change it. I've seen it.
They basically they've done it a couple times.
Yeah.
And they were saying, well, that's really depends on what contract he has with them.
Exactly, because that could now be their little intellectual property. Like, nigga, we on this.
Yeah. Because if you go on the Adidas site right now, any of us can do it on your phone. You can look at their shoes. They have basically, like we saying, the Yeezys. It's not like some rare shit that was old or that you can't find. And you're like, nigga, that look just like a Yeezy. And you're like, but it ain't called that.
Yeah.
I'm going to go look the name up. I bet it's going to be one of the top shoes because they know what they're doing. Because it look just like it.
Yeah, they know what they doing.
Gotta get my email. It's like, fuck that.
Yo, I'm sitting there listening to the story, and I'm like, damn, that's kind of like, I would think that your Kanye West, you would have it somewhere in your contract that you can't use my design.
Here you go.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Here you go.
Exactly.
So it used to be called the Yeezy Boost or whatever.
Yeah.
It's called the Ultra Boost.
Oh wow!
And they charge them $190 for it. So it's like, you know, that's their high end shoe. It's the Ultra Boost. It's basically the Yeezy. They didn't even like try to say like, oh, it's a different shoe. We changed it. They saying, nigga, this is our design. We took your name off of it. It's the same shoe. It's the Ultra Boost.
So hold up though. So Kanye is not with Adidas anymore?
I don't know, because I saw him yapping on social media a couple of days ago, whatever. But I ain't really like paying too much mind.
I don't know if he severed ties with them or if the Yeezy thing spun off onto his own brand. But what I do know is that this shoe is a shoe that previously would have been a Yeezy. You know what I'm saying? And like they took the Yeezy name and all, they took the branding off of it, but there's no denying. So I don't know what's going on with them. I don't pretend to know, but you can just look at that shoe and the price on it, $190. That's they telling you this is our high end. This is our shoe. This is the one. You feel me? Like, and it says bestseller. They know what they're doing.
Yo, check it. You know what the first thing I thought about when I heard the whole story was? I thought about how you can't label anything else champagne unless it comes from the region of Champagne. in France.
You know what you're talking
Yeah.
about?
And I'm
Same
like,
with Parmesan
that's-
cheese and like, you know.
Yeah. It could be the same. It could taste the same, but you can't call it
Mozzarella,
champagne.
it's the same way with mozzarella.
Yeah. Scotch.
Yeah, it's the same way.
You know what I'm saying? You can't. Japanese Scotch is not Scotch.
Right.
Yamazaki is not called
That's
Scotch.
right. You can't get Georgia red clay in Kentucky. You see what I'm saying? Like it's one Georgia red clay.
Yeah. So I feel like he probably just did bad business. You know what I'm saying? And
I feel like
you know,
he probably did too. I mean, you would like to think that he would have a team around him to at least, keep him abreast of the situation or make him aware of what he's getting himself into. But
here's the thing, though. Here's the other thing, though. You can't think of every fucking thing.
Yeah,
no, that's true.
man.
That's true. That's true. You can't.
And you would, and I don't think he left Adidas. So the other thing is, why would you even think that the company that you're working with in a partnership with would basically not even go behind your back, but in your face, knock off your shoe that you're making for them? You know what I'm saying?
One,
But
let's not
Angelique-
pretend like he's the easiest person to work with. But two,
Come on now.
Right?
Come
But
on
two,
now.
like
That
you
nigga
said,
cycle like a
man,
woman.
I mean, it's probably more to the story that we not up on. You know?
Yeah.
And then, like you said, you can't think of everything. On top of trying to understand the music business, let's keep it real. Niggas could have got him as far as his contract. You don't know to look for the part that says, oh,
Right.
and if we sever, this relationship, we retain the rights to the shoe or some shit like that. Basically
Well, I
the
don't
musical
even-
equivalent of we keep your masters if you leave.
Right. But I don't even think he severed ties with them. I believe that they're still in partnership together. And Angela Yee said something that I thought was pretty pertinent. She said, a lot of times when you work with a corporation, anything that you make while you're working with that corporation becomes their property.
Yeah, work for hire. Yeah.
Right, I get that.
Yeah.
That's how it's supposed to go in theory. Like, if I invent this huge app while I work for Microsoft, it's theirs. But you know what I'm saying? It's all fun and dandy until it's your fucking shoe. You see it,
Exactly.
somebody else's name.
And they selling out worldwide. You ain't getting none.
Yeah, it's all fun and dandy until then.
Yo, I don't remember what the shirt was. I don't even remember what the company was. But this black dude, I don't know where the fuck he was from. I saw it on Instagram. Basically, he made his shirt, like, I don't even know what the fucking shirt said. Like, let's say the shirt said peace across the front,
Yeah.
and it was just a basic shirt. It just said peace.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he wore this shit to, like, a fashion industry party. And, like, some big-ass name, like, I don't know, name a big name fashion house.
One of them Louis Vuitton Gucci niggas.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like 2-3 years later, you know what I'm saying? Ferragamo or whoever the fuck they basically knocked off his shirt and they selling it for like $800.
That's crazy.
That's real crazy.
And then you know what though? You know what else too? If again, I don't know if he with Adidas or not, but this is something to think about, right? If he, let's just say hypothetically, he severed ties with Adidas. Think about this. What Kanye got to learn is something about the shoe game is everybody gonna bite your shit anyway.
Somehow, some way.
Y'all
You feel
remember
me?
when that? Now I'm saying y'all remember like what I mean in the last year or two when that Balenciaga shoe took off, the little Dirk made hot, the ugly one, the S or whatever. Like everybody has one now. Like Puma, Reebok, everybody has one of them shoes now. You know what I'm saying? That looks just like that. So whether if he did advertise with them, he gotta understand Nike could have did it if it wasn't them. Somebody gonna bite your shit if it's a hot shoe.
Somebody, yeah.
Remember when the what's it called? The one with the spikes on it came out?
What's
The
it,
Louboutin?
or whatever?
Yeah. And remember all the shoes
Yeah.
started coming out with spikes on them. You'll see lugs with fucking spikes on the top. Like
Yeah.
what's good, Rashid?
This bitch
Y'all
said
know I ain't
what?
bullshit.
He ain't lying though.
Lugs with the things on them, man. With the red bottoms on the lugs, man. But So I mean, Kanye got to learn that lesson anyway. It ain't no different than music. You come out with a hot sound, and it's gonna all of a sudden the same way he came out with that soul sample shit, and everybody got on that wave. You know, whether he started it or not, he made it popular. You know.
Same thing happened with Lex Luger. You know, with Trap.
Yeah.
Everyone just ran with that. You know.
I mean,
The show happened to Lex.
That's part of it. You made some hot shit, like Ho said. Make another Ho. You know what I'm saying? Do it again.
Yeah.
Man. You gotta stop crying. Make a hotter shoe. You made that goofy looking sponge croc shoe that I seen one girl wearing.
It was disgusting, my nigga.
That shit was so trash. I'm just like, man, you know, you tried, Kanye. I get it.
Right?
That's one of them shoes for real. When the people around you not gonna tell you that they don't think some shit hot that you make. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Man. People around you be like, yeah, I can see that. And you like, bro, just tell me it's what. He be challenging them. I wish y'all just tell me it's trash. I want to drop it.
You feel me?
I wish y'all just tell me. No, it's good. It really is. I can see where it's different. He'd be like, all right.
I feel like Kanye's one of the people that.
Hold on, your mic messing up, Rashid. Try that again.
No, I said that
There you go.
not to cut off no comments, but I feel like Kanye's one of those people that if you your own, like, as funny as it may sound, if you your own person, you your own nigga, I feel like he can respect that about you. Like, you know, just like like Ash, you know, at every corner, basically. He can respect that about you.
Yeah.
You know?
I can see that. But I feel like people get around him and then they still get sucked into, now I'm not even saying it's something that he's doing, but they get sucked into understanding I'm around Kanye, this person could change my life. I don't want to be the one. I don't want to be the one to speak out of turn. You know what I'm saying? Then they probably seen videos of him flipping out on people and they're like, I don't want to be the one. You see what I'm saying? Because it's easy for me to talk this shit too, sitting here with y'all on Zoom, but put me in the room with Kanye, I don't know if I'm going to be the one to check him either. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I don't know if I like that shoe.
That dude's my all-time favorite artist, but he ain't like anybody else.
What you say? No comment?
Yo, can you see my screen?
Nah, we can't see a screen. Nah. What you trying to show?
Hey, hold on.
Yo, I'm trying to share my screen.
What you trying to show?
I'm trying. That joint, the joint I was telling you about, the black designer, it was Balenciaga.
Okay, go ahead.
Can I share it now?
Yeah.
Hold on.
I didn't. You could share it before.
Oh, I gotta find this shit. Hold up. Alright, you see it?
Yeah.
$800 shirt. And to be fair to the dude who think he got a copyright on it, nigga, you wasn't the first nigga to put the word free on a black shirt. Sorry.
Huh? What up?
I'm saying he wasn't the first nigga to put the word free on a black shirt. Now
No
that
doubt,
one
but
would be
check it,
different.
though.
Now
It's
that
crazy.
one is unique. But that one right there, nigga, that ain't no, okay. You think he the first nigga to wear the shirt, word free on a black shirt?
Absolutely not.
So it's like, nigga,
Yo,
they bit you
Yo,
and
can
you
you
bit
hear it?
somebody.
yo, can you hear it though?
Nah, I can't hear it.
Oh, hold on. Let me see.
You gotta hit share sound before you share it.
Shit, what?
You gotta hit share sound before you share it, but I don't even care what this nigga gotta say. Like, you got a black sweater on with the word free on it, niggas. You didn't invent that.
Yo. But check it. The whole point is they basically took the whole fucking shirt
Yeah.
and started selling this shit for like
I get you.
$800 or $1,000 for crazy shit. Shit's kind of wild, dude. I mean, but yeah, that's fashion.
Man, at the same time, what he kind of, I'm sure he maybe do realize this, and don't get me wrong, I understand niggas trying to get paid for real, but what he got to understand is the people who will buy that shirt for $800, they not buying that shirt because of that design. They wouldn't want that shirt if it was $24, like the right price. They wouldn't want that shirt if it was $16. They wouldn't want that shirt if it was in chevron hanging up next to
They're
the
only buying it because it's Balenciaga.
Yeah, so it's like you wasn't getting that sale anyway, though I can understand it. And if it was truly, and I'm being disrespectful because it was the word free. If it was truly something original, you know what I'm saying? A painting of something or something. And then you saw that they jacked them, that would be different too. But again, it's the same thing. It's like you got to understand, them people who buying that, Lil Durk and them in that store dropping the bag. They don't give a damn about the design of this shirt. They bought this because of the brand. They just want niggas to know they can afford
Right.
this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Like, sorry. Sorry.
Just to be like, nigga, you ain't up on this.
You're not up
You know?
on this. Literally, Kanye.
Well, yo, I've been thinking about making some t-shirts.
If you make t-shirts, understand you gotta
Yeah.
go one of two ways.
What's up?
This isn't just my theory. You gotta go cheap and everywhere. You know, think, don't worry, be happy. You know what I'm saying? Cheap t-shirt
Right.
under $20, under $15, $20 that you're gonna see everywhere. That's gonna make you a ton of money, mainstream.
Right.
Or you gotta go what we just said. This shirt is fucking $450. It's hand painted. I only make, 17 of these a year. That's the only way to go. There is no middle ground. You're not gonna sell a $50 t-shirt. You get what I'm saying?
Right. See, I'm not even doing it to try to make money. To be honest, I'm doing it just because I just want to use my creativity in a different
If
type
it's
of way.
really not for money, bro, hear me on this. I'm not even being funny. Charge only enough that you need to make some sort of profit
To make the shirt.
with shipping or whatever, to make it work. So
Right.
whatever. So if it net costs you $3 to ship it, it net costs you, you know what I'm saying, $1 to make the shirt net, and you net spend whatever $4 to make each shirt. You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, fuck it, I'm letting these shirts go for $6. I'm letting these shirts go for $5. Like literally
Right.
just enough that it make it worth your while that you make, and go for quantity.
Yeah.
And of course,
I
like
feel
you said, if you really got the designs that you're really pushing that, and like at some point your quantity becomes ubiquitous. People start seeing it, and it's like, what the fuck? Who is that? Yo, who is that? I'm just starting to see it. You get me?
Yeah.
I would go that way, and not literally like $1 profit, but you know what I'm saying. If it was like, yo, these shirts
I
cost
feel
me
you.
$4,
I feel you.
I'm literally gonna let them go for $7, $8, not the usual $19.99 that everything nigga want to sell a t-shirt for. You feel me? Real shit.
Just got dope ideas, and I think I want to put them on a shirt.
You should get like maybe.
Like, check it. I'll give you one. You watch check it. Remember Full Metal Jacket?
Yeah, for sure.
Remember Full Metal Jacket?
Yeah.
Yo, it's a scene in the film Full Metal Jacket where a press crew is basically shooting the war.
Okay.
Right?
When the girl
So you
died, when
see
the
a
little
boom
baby dies in
operator,
the
and they
river or
all
something.
got. I don't know. Now this is like in the middle of war zone,
Okay.
and like bombs and shit is going off, and they firing on the Vietnamese, yo, and you see this guy with the boom, and he's ducked down, and he got a helmet on, you know what I'm saying, and there's a guy behind him with the film camera and shit, you know what I'm saying, and it just looked like a war zone and creating film. I just want to put guerrilla film on that shit. I've been thinking about that shit for a minute. Cause I know everybody on my crew, any crew I go to, if I wore that shirt, everybody like, yo, I want one of those. I want one of those.
Yeah.
It's guerrilla filmmaking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It don't get no more guerrilla than being in a war zone with a mic and a camera.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? But I got a couple different wild ideas for some dope shit. I just want to see my shit around. I want to see something I made on somebody's back.
Yeah. You know what I think? And I think it would be a great idea to have and I'm literally being like 3 designs, right? Like 3 designs, 3 t-shirts that you designed that, and then you get them out in mass to the point that people start seeing, you know what I'm saying, one of those 3. Same thing. It creates that, what is this? Who is this? Why are people wearing this type of effect, man? I think that's a different approach, man. And cheap.
Yeah, I got a shirt that I want to do with this chick with Brittany Griner.
Damn, she's still locked up.
People don't forgot about that girl. She's still locked up.
Told y'all, man. We argued about this, but you can't convince me I'm wrong. If it was LeBron James, he wouldn't still be over there. Whatever happened between that happening and him being free, I promise you, he wouldn't be over there talking about sign this petition. Not happening.
I gotta agree with you.
Steph Curry.
Because that shit is not even in the news. That shit is not even in the news no more.
Yeah, and it definitely, and if by some chance they wasn't free by now, it would definitely be the number one story. It would be like COVID, every day in your face until the shit went away.
Yep.
They'd be like, and Steph Curry, they would give you
It'd
the
be,
days.
it'd be like, day, yup, that's what I was just about to
Day
say.
738. Steph Curry still not free. They'll start translating.
Like, yeah.
At this point, it's been the equivalent of 2 seasons. Nigga, think we playing like for real? It'd be like Steph Curry. At this point, they'll know the day. Just like how niggas who go to prison, they'd be like, I was in jail for 1001. They would be like, yep, it's day 636 of the, and they would have a name, the Steph Gate,
Yep.
or Steph Curry Saga. You know
Yep.
what I'm saying? It would not go
Bob
down
Costas-
and not be some real shit like in the
Bob
news.
Costas be on CNN every night.
Yep, and we're reporting updates. They're saying they're a little bit closer to a deal, the same way how they do it during trade season with sports. And they're saying LeBron's a little bit closer to signing with the Nets, and it would be just like that. Oh, they're saying they're working on something. It would not be people that forgot about it like that. And like I said, it hurt her cause that she's in the WNBA, and then it hurt her more not being funny that she's a big dyke with a masculine voice. Like if she was if it was Candace Parker even, it would be more uproar over it. You know what I'm saying? Even though she gay, I get it, but she still got that look, that face that's like, you know, people, the American people can kind of like, you can sell it. But Brittany Griner, they see her and hear her voice and they be like, they be like, why that bitch was smoking again?
Yo, she been over there for 200 days.
Mm-hmm. You definitely wouldn't have had Curry or LeBron over there for 200 damn days, bro. It's just not happening. That's 6 months and change.
Yeah.
Damn near 7 months. So
That's crazy, man.
you know what I'm saying? It wouldn't happen, man. And I feel bad for her, but that's just real. Like, and same thing. I can't think of anybody. Tom Brady again. It would. Nope.
Shit.
If it was Tom Brady, like nope. Apparently, paratroopers have dropped into Russia because the niggas holding the GOAT. So niggas had to die over this shit. Apparently, they'll be telling us after he was free, niggas had to die about this shit. Y'all don't touch the GOAT.
Yo, what the fuck is rainbow fentanyl?
Man, have you heard about this? I put that in the subjects for a reason, man. So you know what fentanyl obviously is. Now they got this shit because they started turning it to make it look like kids, you know, rainbow chocolate shit to make it easier to smuggle. And so kids is getting hold of it now thinking it's candy. You know, it looks, and even to the person who just gonna do drugs, it looks more like appealing. It looks like something harmless. You know what I'm saying? So niggas is, and then you know with fentanyl you can die from touching the shit. So motherfuckers see it, handle it, think it's chalk. Kid who don't do drugs see it and think it's some chalk or something, play with it and dead. Rainbow fentanyl, they calling this shit now.
Wow.
It look just like kids chalk that they play on the side.
That's
Wow.
crazy.
I'm like, and I don't even understand why you would want to do a drug if it can kill me from touching it. Wow, what are you doing? What are you gonna smoke this shit? I don't understand.
Here's the thing. Fentanyl is used to cut dope.
Okay, so it's not a drug itself, or people
It's a
turn
drug
into a drug itself.
Well, it's a drug itself, but they use heroin to dilute the fentanyl, from my understanding. You know what I'm saying? Fentanyl is so powerful that you put it in dope and it makes the dope stronger. You know, you understand what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying.
So
yeah, I get it. Yeah.
Well, I'm not gonna say how you used to, but you know how it used to be. you know how you know how it used to be that you take baby laxative to cut heroin.
I don't know what you're talking about now, but I mean, I guess I understand what you're saying. Like something they're doing to enhance the drug or stretch the drug out or in some way, right?
Right. Well, you would take baby laxative and add it to heroin to cut it, to make it less potent.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like you got heroin that's concentrated. You take some baby laxative and you cut it. Now it's not as powerful.
Okay.
It's not as potent. So basically, they taking fentanyl and they using heroin to cut the fentanyl, to make the fentanyl not as powerful, and give the heroin a kick. This shit is crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's just some hard drug shit that I never really I never went past hash, so I can't relate.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah, I can't relate, man. It's simple, man. Smoking and, and drinking, and I don't do the drinking often. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not judging either.
Yeah,
Yeah, I keep it simple, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to worry about, my weed being what it ain't.
yeah,
Like,
exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like hash is the furthest that I went.
Yeah. Even, man, look.
Well, I ain't gonna front. I did mushrooms, but
Yeah.
that's still in the weed family.
Same thing, and and that's not something and we talked about this. Shrooms ain't even something that you do. Even if I knew a guy who had them, right? That's not something you do every weekend or every month or even every
Right.
year. Like you do shrooms, you might do them this weekend, next weekend, and not do it again for 3 years, 4
Right.
years, 5
And, like,
years.
I've experimented with things. You know what I'm saying? I've tried ecstasy.
But
It was cool.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Let me-
Yo, you know what I've tried? You ever try salvia?
no, that's that fake weed shit, nigga.
Nah, remember when everybody
sell that
was
shit in insurrections? Heard.
Herb Mathis? What up? Yo,
What's going on, fellas?
Man, what it do, man?
what up? Yo, remember when everybody was doing salvia and they had on all of salvia videos? You don't remember that shit?
That shit nasty. Man, look, even when I lived in California, I didn't smoke pre-rolls. I was like, nah, nigga, y'all can tell
Right.
me anything. And shit. Salvia was no. That's the shit they used to sell in stores out here. I used to be like, nah, I don't trust it.
Nah, this is different.
No, it's not.
I
They used to
think it's
sell it out
different.
here in like the insurrections. I had a boy that used to smoke this shit. We used to clown this nigga like, bro, that's fake weed.
No, but you can't. Nah, you can't smoke that shit like you smoke weed.
Yeah, he was rolling
It's not
up
some shit you. Nah, it's not some shit you do often. You can't.
Salvia.
You
Nah,
ever
so
smoked
look
the
this
real
shit up.
moon rock?
Huh?
You ever smoked that real corrupt moon rock?
Yeah. Now I've had the moon rocks when I was out in LA, man. And I've had them out here in LA, Atlanta too, man. The moon rocks have your ass on your ass.
So check it. Let me ask you this: when you said your boy was smoking salvia, what would happen to him?
Well, I wasn't with him. I just remember that he used to go get it from insurrections, and they used to clown him like it was because he used to buy the fake. We used to clown him for buying the fake weed, and I don't know what it did for him or whatever. Honestly, I can't tell.
Nah, salvia is this is what salvia does. You gotta look it up. Look it up on YouTube and see the video.
Oh, you talking about the shit that
Salvia-
have niggas like bath salts off type of shit, or
Nah, salvia is a dissociative drug.
okay?
So basically, you smoke it, you have like a trip. It basically removes.
Nigga, salvia be having niggas jumping out the window.
Yeah,
Oh man.
I seen them videos on
you.
YouTube. Them niggas start
Yeah, you know what I'm
Like
talking about,
that, hold
Johnny K. Johnny Cage, you know what I'm talking about. It
Yeah.
removes you. It removes you from reality. It makes you disassociate from reality. The shit it's a trip, but
It's a
it's
trip, alright.
supposed to be. It's supposed to be used medicinally with shamans. Like you supposed to take it and like it's ceremony. You know what I'm saying? It's supposed to be some ceremonial shit.
Yeah,
It's not some shit you just supposed to smoke with your homie.
on Friday.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's some shit you go to a sweat lodge and smoke.
Yeah, I seen a video of a nigga smoking on YouTube. That nigga started looking around. Then he started backing up. Then that nigga jumped out the window.
Yeah.
The glass window.
Oh hell no!
Yo, cause you feel like the world, you feel like the physical world and reality is falling away from you, and you completely disconnected from reality. So the shit could be really scary if you just taking it to take it. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't got your mind right, and you know what I'm saying, you're not going into it with a purpose. Like it's supposed to be so you can sort out a problem or some shit like that.
Right.
You disconnect yourself from the world and you see clearly what your problem is and what the solution is, and then you come back to reality. It's like a 3-minute trip. It's not long at all.
Yeah.
Shit is interesting. I've fucked with some different things.
So I mean, when you did
Try
it,
smoke?
What happened?
You tried
Seven-
smoke?
oh no, my fault.
Yeah, I tried some. Go ahead, Johnny Cage.
Yeah,
No, I was gonna
Johnny.
say when you did salvia, what happened to you?
Nigga, woke
No,
up with the ass hurting.
Yo, just what I said. Just what I said happened. I basically disconnected from reality.
Yeah.
No bullshit.
I believe
Like
you.
mentally, you disconnect from reality. You fall away and you see everything. And when you come back, you have a feeling of like this shit really don't matter. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like because you like imagine you jump off the planet Earth, right?
Well,
On some real
okay.
shit.
I never thought about that.
Hear me out.
Hey, hurt you. You feel me? Yeah.
Well,
That
what
salad.
you said?
He said, I never thought about that.
No, but check it. Imagine. Follow me for a second. Imagine you could jump off the Earth into space, and you can see the millions of galaxies. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
can see it from up high. You can see all the galaxies. You can see your galaxy, and you see how small everything is. And
Yeah.
then you jump back on Earth. You know what I'm saying? When you get back to Earth, you're like, this shit is minuscule. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of how it is.
I hear you.
I understand what you mean, though. I really do, and the only reason I do is because of shrooms. That's how shrooms is, kind of.
Right.
Okay, so
So check it. Just like
strong too. Alright.
yo, just like you said with shrooms. That's not some shit you do every day.
Nah. But
Same shit
shrooms,
with salvia.
they do give you a different perspective. It don't make you think it don't matter. Shrooms make you respect life more.
Right.
Like the trees and shit, you be feeling like, okay, this shit really is alive. I get it.
Now, see, check it. I would say shrooms and salvia are opposite. Whereas salvia is disassociative, shrooms is connected.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You feel connected to everything when you do shrooms.
You said you did shrooms,
At
huh?
least I did.
No, man. My young nephew, these young folks, man, you know.
Hold on here, Mike. Try it. Hold on, come back.
Okay, now I was saying, my nephew and his gang and the young folks he run with, they be talking about it. I'm like, dang, that nigga do shrooms, huh?
Bro,
I
well,
thought
for me, I haven't done it in about 5 years, but it's not something you do often. But let me tell you something about shrooms. Man. It's one of the best drugs. Like, you really hallucinate, but in a way where you can still interact with the world. You know what I'm saying? Pictures was moving like Harry Potter, turning their head and winking at you and shit like that. It's just hella fun. You know what I'm saying? I was driving home, and when it was wearing off, you still be seeing little things. Like, I was driving home, I thought it was a banana. It was a school bus.
What, nigga?
Hey, you said banana. I was thinking about Mario Kart for some reason.
Shrooms is definitely, and it's one of them drugs they'll tell you, take it with people you trust in a familiar place, because if you have a bad trip, it can be a really bad trip. But if you just take it with people you trust and in a fun, environment, fun vibe, you're gonna have a good trip. You feel me? But yeah, and it take forever to kick in. That was the other thing. Oh, you take it, you be sitting around smoking, drinking, like, man, this shit ain't never gonna kick in. It literally take like 2-3 hours, and then when it kick in, you like, oh.
Back in the day, the beans, man, the beans take about 30-40 minutes.
So again,
I was saying back in the day, them damn beans take about 30-40 minutes.
right? And that seems like forever when you're, ready. But
Right.
them shrooms, they'll tell you that was what fucked me up the first time we took them. He was like, I remember, I'm glad the homie warned me. He's like, bro, you're gonna get this feeling like you got bubble guts. He's like, you gotta get the urge to go take a shit. He's like, but you're not gonna have to really shit. And I was like, yep, I'm like, bubble guts, ran the bathroom, tired of shit, nothing came out. And then it kicked in. But in the 2 hours in between, you just waiting, and because you haven't done it before, you don't know what the fuck you even waiting for.
Right.
So you just like, do I feel that? And then all of a sudden, start seeing them trails behind people's hands and shit. Like, oh, nigga. want to do shrooms again. Definitely. And shrooms
Yeah, I
are
ain't
safe.
done it
You
in a
really
while.
can't. You're not gonna overdose because they're nasty. You only gonna eat so much.
Right.
Right.
We put them in honey buns.
So I did that salvia shit like probably 10 years ago. That's not some shit you do on an often, like, nah.
Definitely.
That's some shit you, yeah. Like people, like at the time when it was like real popular, people were worried about people getting addicted to it and
Yeah.
shit. So I'm like, this is not some shit you get addicted to. This is some shit you do one time and you good for a long time.
It's like dropping acid, which I haven't done to be honest, but I know people same thing. People don't. Most people who've done acid, it's not a weekend thing for them. Oh yeah, I'm about to do acid again this weekend. You know, like it's a one time in 10 years, whatever it may be.
Hey, I know some white who was doing that shit all the time.
Now me, not judging man, but I don't fuck with acid because again it goes back to shrooms is natural. They have lab grown shrooms too, but you know they grow out of cow shit. But like when you get into like acid again, you getting back to man-made drugs. You know what I mean? And to me that's considered hard drugs. And I ain't judging, but I be like, nah, I'm good on the acid shit.
And the other shit is acid is like you don't know whether that shit is a good one or a bad one or you know what I'm
It's
saying?
a piece of damn paper, bro.
Yeah, you don't know what the fuck.
That's the same thing with Molly, though. You know what I'm saying?
Same thing. When you dealing with pills, that's why I'm not big on pills. It's the same thing. You gotta trust whoever sold you this. Know what the fuck they got.
True.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
I
And
got-
that's part of the reason why, like, I stopped fucking around with that shit. One, it felt too good, and I ain't like the fact that it felt too good because I felt I become addicted.
Yeah.
And two, sometimes, like you said, you don't even know who got the real one. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody be trying to damn remix everything and just trying to get a sell off. So
And the worst thing be if some certain pill get a popular name. I got them fucking, you know what I'm saying? I got them Barney Fifes. Everybody can press a pill to look like a Barney Fife.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? So I don't like the whole pill game. I don't even like when I like have to take real pills. You know what I'm saying? I just like man,
Right.
legitimate for legitimate reasons. You know, Advil and stuff like that, and migraines. You know.
Right.
Like I remember I tried to be real careful about who I got that X from, and I got it from this chick who like was thorough about the shit. And she was like, and she was surprised. She was like, "You want an E-pill?" I was like, "Yeah, I just want to try it." She was like, "All right, I'm gonna find you something, but I'm gonna find you something light." And I think she purposely found me something that wasn't real strong and shit.
Yeah,
But it was a cool experience.
I feel you. Hurt, man. What's been going on in your world, man?
Man, bruh, I here grinding, trying to get it, man. Trying to get it, dealing with these damn drivers. Lord have mercy.
And man, just so you know, before you came up, we was talking about Rainbow Fent. That's how we got started on that. I don't know if you had any thoughts on the Diddy Adidas beef. I've asked this question before, but like, you can't give me no good answer. It's a rhetorical question, but like, Whack 100, bro.
Yeah.
At his age, bro. This isn't
The
age
fuck you
shaming.
do now?
This isn't age shaming. This isn't like age shaming. Me trying to tell a nigga, oh, it's a certain age that you can't be cool, or it's a certain age you can't do X, Y, Z, or even you can't rap. But I'm saying, like, at his age, anything on your Instagram, it should be like, yo, and his kids, no, don't get it twisted. His kids have to be like teenagers, if not grown. Like, your videos on Instagram should be like, my son graduated high school. I'm at my kid basketball game. Like, I'm kissing my wife. It's our 20th anniversary. How is you like 50 still gang banging, like being in street beef, involved and intimately knowing what's going on with street beef? You know what I'm saying? Like, even us, we get on here on this podcast sometimes. Niggas be like, "Hey, yo, what's up with this story?" And we all be like, "I don't know," because niggas been working and doing shit.
Right.
We be like, "Yo, I kind of heard Will Smith smacked the nigga or something. Will Smith smacked Jada on the Oscars or something." Like, yeah, it was like we don't even be knowing. And the only times we do know is when it's major. So, but I'm like, how are you really intimately involved to know? Yo, these niggas is when that nigga. I'm like, yo, bro, you're literally too old for this. You can't be investing in your kids' lives, nigga.
Right. But see, my thing with Wack is, you know, I respect him as a businessman because he's a trucker as well. He got trucks on the road doing this thing. That's how he was making his real big money at first. I respect that part of it. Now, everything else that goes with them, fuck them. That's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Reason being is this here, bro. You don't want nobody to speak on Cali politics, correct? Fair enough. I got you. Don't speak on everybody else's.
Why you always everybody else shit?
Yeah. Don't speak on Atlanta. Don't speak on New York. Don't speak on Memphis. Don't speak on Chicago. Don't speak on Detroit. If you don't want nobody to say nothing about LA, bro, we'll keep the same manager, man. Because truth be told, bro, y'all LA niggas are just tough for LA.
And
That's just what it is. I had to break it to you. I'm sorry. All your game banging past history shit, that's cool. Nice story, bro. But when you out of town, that shit means nothing, home.
And nothing about him is moving like a boss. Every video is you yelling with people. You not gangster. In no type of way.
Going back and forth with people on Clubhouse, you know?
Little nigga, he get folded up in the streets. And I know little niggas that can fight as well, but
Come on,
as
man.
much as he do, he get folded up. You know what I'm saying?
I just be looking at this dude like you a clown. You not no type of boss, man. Like, and even if you somebody that people have to deal with because you positioned yourself in such a way that maybe you do gotta go through me to book a show here type of thing, don't make you nobody.
But I mean, that's his play though. That's the only reason why he talking how he talking.
Yeah.
He have to go to LA and he know he got a gang of niggas that's going to actually do something.
And then don't get it twisted. He ain't nobody in LA ain't got this power because I've been to LA and I seen how big LA really is. Now LA small, we all know like shit small world too. Don't get it twisted, but that city is too big. And as far as how niggas move, ain't nobody telling nobody where they can't fucking go. Like, it's a video of Master P where that nigga said Suge called him and said, LA too big for me, you and Puffy. And Master P said, so when you moving, I just bought a house. That's what I'm saying. Like, LA is too big. No nigga really couldn't tell you, like, nigga, you can't come out here, nigga. You better check in with us. It really mean, like, nigga, if we run into you at a function, yeah, we gonna press you. But nigga, this city too big. You're not telling nobody where they can't go. You know what I'm saying? Nobody ain't got the drops on everybody like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop it.
And that's the same for every other city for the most part.
Come on, now we know it's a small world too, because niggas like to go to the same place. You know, like if you come to Atlanta and you call yourself a rapper, I bet I catch your ass at V Live or Magic City. Because it's a small world, but if you ain't typical, if you ain't moving, or if you definitely trying to stay out the way, then this city ain't big. This city too big for me to tell you, nigga, you better not come to Atlanta, nigga. And I'm like, oh, I'm running you in Fayetteville. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I never understood that.
And I'm an operator.
You're right. Don't come to New York, nigga. Nigga, you been in Brooklyn all weekend. Nigga, I was here all weekend, and you didn't know it because the city's too big for you to tell me don't come. Now, again, it's a small world. If I want to be a rapping ass nigga and you want to catch me at whatever the hot spot in New York is, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Then that's different. You feel me? Like,
Man, listen, bro. Listen.
It's
I
the same everywhere.
respect rappers like 50, Tip, Music, whoever who move like militant with real security.
Right.
They don't give a damn what nobody say. All that. Well, man, you know, you got security. That means you a pussy. Yeah, whatever. I'm going home that night.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm going home that night.
My
Whatever.
brother and 21 Savage have lots of security, and all security is armed and strapped. So don't try it. Just go home. Make it home.
I'm the investment. I'm the brand. Like, you got to move as such. Like, sorry, it is what it is.
Ain't no about being over, and that's the whole trap anyway. Niggas love the trap.